Hi everyone, I am Tamara with Luce Bianca Sound Healing and Meditation. And today I want to share an oracle reading that I have done this morning. It's been pretty powerful and it comes from one of my recent purchases of a brand new oracle deck that I am completely in love with. It is the Wild Woman Oracle. And it is very direct, very raw, very straight to the point, empowering, just absolutely a joy to work with. And I really hope that this resonates with you guys because it definitely resonated with me. The moment I read it, the energy was just really heightened. So let's just dive in. First and foremost, a little bit about this deck, if you're interested. It is, again, it's Wild Woman Oracle. And the author is Cheyenne Zarate. I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly, probably not, but I will put a link to this oracle deck in the description. But it's all about awakening your true, free and soulful self, and it is very much directed to the feminine empowerment. And I find that it's very just very, the word gothic keeps coming up, so just it's got a little bit of darkness to it, but throughout this darkness, there's always the light, and it just really validates the shadow side or the vulnerability that we feel, and then turns it into an empowerment. So it is just a beautiful deck. So I was called to pull 3 cards for this specific reading. And the first one is the Goddess Incarnate, which is about a body positivity. And for my friends and followers who love numerology, this is number 12 in the card decks. So the Goddess Incarnate, this card, first and foremost, it is very much directed at examining our relationship with our body. So I wrote some notes so that I can keep all my downloads and energetic reading in one place and relay them to you so I don't forget anything. But yeah, we're being asked to bring awareness to the relationship that we have with our bodies. We're also being called here to look at our bodies as much more as attractive, unattractive, big, small. Those are just qualifiers, right? Those are earthly qualifiers. And we're so much more than earthly beings. So it is in a way normal because we are humans, right? We are operating right now on Earth in a human vehicle. So it is normal to an extent, look at our physical being and analyze it and compare it and all of that. But we're also made of so much more. And we are much more. And those are just very simple, shallow qualifiers that don't necessarily at all look at our entire being in the right light. So with this card, I feel that it's strongly asking us to ponder on a few questions. The first one is, what steps am I taking to heal or exercise or taking care of my body? Because I love and honor my body, not because I hate it. And I think that's very important. I think many of us are somewhat guilty of this, and there is no shame in it. I mean, again, we're all human, we all do it, but a lot of times we want to take care of our body because we're unhappy with it. And even though that's, at least it gives us the incentive to honor and take care of our body and start, you know, getting on a healthier path. At the same time, we are doing it because of a negative connection to our bodies. So how about we we try to turn that into a positive light, and we want to upgrade our wellness and our health and our physical appearance or our physical well-being, because we love our body, because we consider it our temple, because we honor it and we cherish it, and we want to just love it and nurture it and take care of it. I want to point out too that in this card, and I'll try to zoom in a little bit. Of course, the writing is really small here, but basically there is a girl looking at her reflection in the mirror, and she has a note taped to her mirror that says, "My body is a gift. I treat it with love and respect." So this is the reminder that this is a gift. Having this human experience, we are gifted a human vehicle where we get to experience pleasure, hugs, kisses, the warmth of the sun, the caress of the wind, the coolness of water. We are very privileged to have it, and it is a gift. It is absolutely a gift. And then she also has on the floor a journal that is open, and there is a note in it that says, "I look exactly the way I am supposed to. I know this because this is the way God has made me." So it's just a beautiful reminder that you are exactly how you're meant to be. You are the Creator's image, and you're perfect in her image. Another question you can ask yourself at this moment is, how do you talk to and about your body? Being very mindful of the words that you say and the way you talk about yourself, instead of saying, "Oh, I look awful," or "this part of my body is insert negative blank adjective," right? Be careful the way you talk about your body and to your body. Try as much as possible at all times to use words of encouragement and positivity, kindness and love. And then last, how can I love and honor my body more in a kind and pure way? That is all about self-care and finding out, tapping in what your body needs, getting realistic with yourself and seeing how you can take care of your body in a way that honors it and not scolds it for being what it is, right? So just how can you bring healing and honor to your body in a very gentle and pure and loving way. So I feel that this is a very powerful message that we can all be reminded on. So this is just very powerful. The second card is even more powerful in my opinion. So the second card is a number 4, and it's Yamaya, Mother of All. And it represents divine care. Now, in the West African Yoruba culture, Yamaya is a powerful Orisha, and it's basically the mother goddess, and it's represented by ocean and all bodies of water. And she is a very, very, very fierce feminine figure in this culture and tradition. And it's kind of funny, I might end up having to do a different video on this because I have been having a lot of downloads and synchronicities and happening to talk to friends about whales, and then finding randomly whale pictures or whale related videos on YouTube. So not that this is a whale, it's a dolphin, but there is a lot of like body of water synchronicities that have been coming up for me and some of my spiritual friends. So I'm thinking that this is just another reminder that we probably need to do another video and tap into that specifically. But this card is basically a divine protection and a divine promise that we are taken care of. Just like a unborn baby is protected by the amniotic fluid in the mother's womb, we are also being called to remember that we are protected and we are safe and we are provided for in a very, very motherly, nurturing way. If you watched my last video, I did my very first channeling message from Archangel Michael, and the first two cards that I pulled and had him channel through them and through me, was about remembering that we are divinely protected at all times, and that he's shielding us, and that we are divinely cared for. So of course, this is another confirmation that just how valuable and how worthy we are, that we have a powerful Orisha, the mother goddess, looking after us and providing for us and fiercely protecting us. So this is just a really beautiful card. Also remembering that water in many cultures is considered the seat of life, where life takes place, where life begins. It's all about, you know, the water is considered fertility. So I also feel like there's an energy of abundance here, that abundance is constantly all around us. So another beautiful card. Now the last and third card, after these first two, it was like boom, it was like really in your face and kind of came out of nowhere. So I spent a little bit of time meditating on this, and it's the number 24, Medusa, Sacred Rage. And it has this beautiful line from Maya Angelou: each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. So I tapped into this energy thing, especially after having these two cards all about body positivity and loving your body and being kind to yourself, and being provided for and overflowing with protection and abundance and the seed of life. And then we get Medusa, right? Now, this is a powerful image in itself. And as many of you may already know, if not, just real quick, Medusa is a mythological character. And the myth states that she devoted herself to the temple of Athena, and that she vowed to be celibate for the rest of her life. She wanted to be devoted to Athena as a virgin. And she was beautiful and sought after many people. And one of those suitors was Poseidon, the god of the sea. Wow, here's another ocean water connection that I just put together. Okay, we're on to something here. He was constantly going after her and chasing her, and she kept rejecting him, until one day he basically abused her and forced himself. And Athena, the legend says, was so enraged by this act that didn't punish Poseidon, but punished her by letting her hair become snakes. Legend also says that eventually Perseus, I think that's the way you say it, cut off Medusa's head, and from where the head was cut off, a Pegasus was born. And a Pegasus is the figure of just, you know, beauty and purity and harmony. So in a way, it was like turning a situation that was horrific into a more positive one and beautiful ending. But that does not take away from the rage, right? The Medusa, sorry, I have like an earbud in here because I'm struggling to find a mic for my YouTube, and this one just popped out. So I don't know, we're just gonna go with it. I probably won't edit this part because I'm too lazy anyway, but there is a strong message of sacred rage about being validated in whatever rage you may be feeling, whatever sadness, whatever anger you may be feeling right now. It's okay to sit in those feelings, and it's okay to feel them. A lot of times we live in a society, and there are a lot of spiritual concepts that state you shouldn't be angered, you shouldn't be frustrated, you shouldn't be enraged, it's bad for you. I feel like those feelings need to be felt. I think they need to be validated. They should be channeled and processed in the right way. But if you have feelings of, just rage, and there's any history of you being taken advantage of or abused or whatever that may be, it's okay to feel it. But there was another energy that I tapped in this message, and it was related to the heightened feminine power that has been suppressed, and it's okay to feel rage, and it's important that we feel rage about it. But recently I've seen in different scenarios and different situations that this concept of empowered femininity can become toxic femininity. And that throws people off balance. So there needs to be a good balance between feminine and masculine. That's just the law of the universe. This is just how we thrive as individuals, as beings. So the rage and sadness many of us, especially women, may be feeling is coming from centuries and centuries of repressed sacred feminine, right? That has just been repressed and ridiculed and just completely violated in many ways. So all of that frustration and rage can easily turn into toxic femininity if unchecked. So for me, this card is a reminder to feel the injustice, feel the mourning, feel the rage, feel whatever, but then channel it in the right way. I think that's very important for us to remember, especially as sacred women, as sacred empowered feminine beings. We need to channel it in a very balanced way. So just like Medusa's powerful rage, we can take our anger and turn it into something good, transform pain and injustice into strength and power. So this may be a good time to evaluate that if we're feeling that way. So again, very powerful message. I really love this deck. I plan on doing more videos with these readings. And again, there was a strong connection with water once again in this reading, and just a lot of synchronicities that are coming up for me with water, whales especially. So let me know if you want me to do a special video just tapping into that, or if you have any of your own synchronicities with water or whales or sea animals that you've been experiencing, and I would love to learn more about it. Make sure to like this video, share if it's been helpful, and to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.